The views and opinions of the hosts and guests are their own and do not necessarily reflect the views of the management and staff of Guardian Radio.
You're listening to Talking Heads with Naughty, hosted by Earl the Pearl, on Guardian Radio, 96.9 FM.
Talking Heads with Naughty is brought to you by Naughty Johnny's, City of Hope, Royal Caribbean Cruise Line, Fine Threads, John's Department Store, Tropical Gyros, Easy Car Sales, Burger King, Fidelity, Muffler World, and KFC.
When the rest was ashamed to be dappy head and all, ain't no change in me. So rough it was, downright wrong, I tell you. Nobody never gave us nothing. The tough time, it made us something different. Stretch the road, new something to see. Every state on the map, a different something to eat. Daps and handshakes, it meant nothing for real. Everybody making the killing, man, showing no fear.
And good afternoon, good day, happy Thursday. This is a Talking Heads Thursday here on Guardian Radio 96.9 FM. You here with your boy Pearly. I am so excited. I got 3 pies in here with me today, people. I shouldn't have said that. I might get in trouble for saying that. But anyway, anyhow, so good to be here with y'all. So good to have him. I'm going to introduce my special guest in a few minutes. But just before we do that, I got to tell you what you got to do to become a Talking Head.
Here's how you can become a Talking Head. Brought to you by BTC.
Very easy. You pick up your phone, you dial 323-6232, 323-623-4316, 325-4316, or 325-4259, 325-4259. And you know, in the family island, you can call me toll free, 242-300-5720. And if you're too shy to talk to me and I want to hear from you anyway, text me, powered by BTC, 422-GR96. That's 422-4796. I want to hear from you in a little bit. We can talk. We can have some fun a little later. But what's going on in the headlines, Mr. Producer?
It's time for Headliners. Everything that's making headlines in the 242. Brought to you by the Fine Threads.
Boy, oh boy. In the Nassau Guardian this morning, we want our money now. PM assures pay before Christmas. But that's it. Anyway. Pin dot hits at government's plan for new hospitals. And the PMs pay tribute to Vaughn Miller, Dr. Norman Gay, and Frank Carter, 3 very great men who I knew personally, who were dear friends, particularly Vaughn Miller. God rest their souls, and may they rise in glory when you called for them. In the business section, PM, new data protection framework to be implemented in phases. Government does not want to blindside the business community, says Davis. Every resident of the Bahamas will now have strong rights over their personal data. The Bahamas are top tourism choice for 60% of U.S. states. BCA President missed date for establishment of contract board. Interesting. Very interesting. There you have it. So how's everybody doing out there? Little rain in and out. You know, Jerry out there, he ain't coming here though. Jerry know better. Emilda tell him B did not welcome her. Don't go to the Bahamas. Let them tourists go there. Stay away, Jerry. So I think Jerry's heading into the ocean. So good to be here. I keep saying that especially. I got 3 beautiful ladies here with me. And listen, I've been trying to get these ladies' name down back from the minute they walk in here. I had to write them down. So we have the lovely Siobhan Sherman.
That's it.
That's a Bimini gal?
Yes, that's me.
There you go, there you go.
Know.
Yeah, I know a couple of Shermans in Bimini.
Okay.
Yeah, I know. I went to school, a couple of them.
They are my people. They are beautiful people.
They are. The ones I know are for sure, and so I guess I'm sure you are as well.
Look at it.
Okay, and then we have Lauren Hasty.
That's it. You got it.
See, I got you. But listen, I've been messing with me from the minute you walked in here. And then we get Verna. Oh, I get your last name. Barnaby.
Which I borrowed.
You borrowed it, but you ain't giving it back though. You keeping it, right?
I bought Macintosh.
No, babe, that's Abaco Macintosh or
yes.
Inagua?
No.
Abaco. Okay, alrighty. And you're from the Toastmasters of the Bahamas.
Yes, sir.
In a particular club. I only know people in 16 Club 1600s, and you're not gonna help me
to
here.
say that. So let's
I
be
can't say
real.
that?
Let's
gonna
be
need
real.
you to
No,
So all of you is one.
we're a part of the same program.
We are women.
Yes.
If you know
Oh,
1600,
that's a
you
bunch of
already
guys.
have
Yeah.
no women.
Yeah, that's a bunch of guys.
Only
Dwayne Wallace and them
friends.
crew. That's a bunch of guys.
That's
Yeah.
it right there.
So is your club all women?
No.
Oh.
We embrace everyone.
You do?
Yes.
So what's the name of your club?
My club is Pinewood Trendsetters.
Pinewood
Pinewood Trendsetters Toastmasters Club, and then you have to add the number. So give me a second. 777-3041.
Let me write that down.
That's right.
I can go Island Games when I leave here.
Yes, 777-3041.
So gee, that's a lot.
But that's our number.
Okay.
That's your name, right?
Oh yeah.
All
Okay.
right.
And Lauren, you from the same club?
Definitely.
And Verna, you from the same club?
Oh, sir.
Oh, you from a different club?
Verna is from the BPSU Majestic Marlins.
Okay.
That's my home club.
one.
Verna is also a member of
You was
the
on-
Ernest T.
You was on Bay
Strawn
Street yesterday.
Advanced Toastmasters Club. No, sir.
Okay.
Verna is also from the Ernest T. Strawn Advanced Toastmasters Club.
So you're in two clubs.
Verna is
Hold
also
on, she
from
finished.
the
Hold on.
Eloquent Voices Club. And Werner is also a member of the Rocky Shores Trending Raiders, the latest club charted in 8 Mile Rock, Grand Bahama.
You're from Grand Bahama?
Rocks or shots?
No.
You know.
I lived in Grand Bahama
So
for a few
I can say that you
years.
that's a Toastmasters prostitute. You go in every club.
You could say that, but Toastmasters is for
is.
everyone
It is.
from
It
all
is.
walks of life,
It
and we
is.
want to get it out there.
So you're
I'm in
allowed
four.
to be in more than one club?
Of
Yeah.
course.
Okay.
I used to be, at the height of the pandemic, a
Mm-hmm.
member of a club all the way in Las Vegas.
Or did online Zoom in it?
Online, yes.
Are you still a part of that club?
Unfortunately, no. They're the time zone, the 3-hour difference, and they had some movement. So once in a while,
So
I get to
let me
catch
ask you a
them
real
meetings.
person. Okay, you paying your dues in all them clubs?
You have to.
I just checking, just
How
making
else
sure.
can you be a member?
Some people say there's member don't pay dues.
No.
I mean, not
Okay.
Toastmasters.
I am a
Other
fi-
places.
okay.
Other places.
Financial.
Let's
That's
go.
right.
Let's clarify.
Financial.
I am a
Member.
financial member.
That's
Yes,
right.
That's how part of how we support
And I
the
could
club.
see you. You probably been. I can see you just the bubbly and the expression. My spirit does. I ain't checking with these two right now. They got to show me something else.
Yeah, that's fine.
No. So how long you been a toast mistress? I said that. I said that.
We just say Toastmaster.
Okay. How long you been a
It's
toastmaster?
On paper, since June 2009.
Okay. Okay.
And
So you
then
first joined. Which club you joined in 09?
the BPSU Majestic Marlins.
Okay.
Under the then President John Pinder.
Yes.
The club was chartered.
Good friend
to
of mine.
Provide that training for the executives and the shop shorts.
We get more
And-
people coming.
Our boss.
And so because I was serving on the executive,
Uh-huh.
we have this word that we use in Toastmasters. We say voluntold. So I was
Yeah.
voluntold to be a Toastmaster.
Okay.
That's a real word.
Yeah.
That
Okay.
is the
So-
word.
The one thing I remember from Dwayne tell me, but you call a dog puppy and a cat. Anyway,
No, that must be a
See, that's the
That must be a
1600
thing then.
You leave
That
that
ain't a
white
joke.
red
Right
there.
there.
They ain't joke we can put on the radio. Naughty will be going there. Naughty and MJ will be going. What you
I'm gonna need you to get out and visit a few more other clubs.
Thank you. Expand your Toastmasters horizons.
Yeah.
So tell me about Pinewood Club.
Pinewood Trendsetters, Madam President, come through.
Who's the Madam President
That's
coming
my
in?
President
She
right
too
there.
excitable, man. She too excitable.
You
Nobody
are being
can see
shy.
you bouncing. Talk.
I'm surprised.
So how long you? Lauren, how long you been a Toastmaster?
I have been a Toastmaster for the past 5 years.
Okay, and you president?
This is my first year as president.
Okay.
Definitely.
Okay.
So usually for me, I would tell people I am a background person.
Okay.
I'm shy. That's what actually inspired me.
Okay.
To join Toastmasters. I really wanted to work on my voice.
Okay.
And gaining more confidence in public speaking.
Okay.
And I joined Toastmasters. I took the plunge around COVID.
Uh-huh.
So Private Trendsetters was actually a COVID baby, I would like to say. I think it was very proud. Our founder,
I don't know, madam, but why y'all boss don't come in?
Distinguished Toastmaster Ivanka Paul,
Ivanka need to come in. Mr.
She on the
Producer,
phone.
and Senator Ruben Raming. They
tell her to
really
tell
came together
Shanta
and
she can
formed
call
the
Shanta
club.
back. She coming in here now.
And they have really helped to birth this club. But I
Okay.
love being a part of Private Trendsetters. We are definitely an exciting club and we bring the energy. And nobody has more energy, definitely, than this little power pocket right here.
Well, she ain't bring a handcuff, so I ain't got to worry about
Her
nothing.
power pocket, and today is her birthday.
Happy birthday to you. Happy birthday. Happy birthday to you.
And she dancing, people. She is dancing.
Yes.
She's about to twerk this now. She gets herself.
Man, don't say that. Don't say that. Don't say that. But
20 or 21, you could twerk. Oh, I was giving you a little compliment. Then so you look good. 4, 4, 5. That's a good one. Island Games, I'm coming.
Oh dear. But yes, Pinewood Trendsetters, we meet at the Edmund Moxie
Okay.
Community Center
Okay.
every first and third Wednesday at 7 p.m.
Twice a month. huh?
Twice a month. You
Okay.
do have some clubs now. Since we're talking about Toastmasters, we do have clubs that sometimes meet every week.
Uh-huh.
But Pinewood, we're a little special because you also have some clubs that only meet once a month because they're advanced. But we're not going to get into that.
Okay.
But the first and third for Pinewood Trendsetters every Wednesday to Edmund Moxie, as President Hasty would have said. We're a new club, as some people like to say,
Okay.
but we're a very vivacious club.
Okay.
You know that word, vivacious?
I've heard it before.
Thank you very
Uh-huh.
much.
Let's get one thing straight here. I went to SAC. We got a little bit of intelligence.
Oh,
There you go.
They must have sensed it, hence the red. But I have on black. I'm
See,
just saying.
I almost let my mind go somewhere else when you say the red, but we can stay with SAC.
Yeah,
Let me stay with SAC.
Stay in the spirit.
Yes,
Stay
yes, right in the
with
spirit.
me.
Siobhan,
Yes.
easy for me to remember.
Thank you very
How long
much.
you been a Toastmaster?
As Distinguished Toastmaster Bonmi would have said on paper, I would have been a Toastmaster since June 2008.
Oh, so you're the veteran.
One of them.
I mean, amongst this table.
In a sense, yes.
Uh-huh.
I started when I was in college.
Okay. And which
Yes.
college did you go to?
The College of the Bahamas.
Wonderful. Now, but
Yes.
it's called the University of the
Which
Bahamas.
is now UB, but that's not my school. I went to
This-
COB.
You been this?
I'm just saying.
Sorry,
I
some
went
people
to
I know.
COB. More specifically, the culinary. And I say culinary because that's what my
Oh,
director.
I used to kill lunch thing on
Listen,
Fridays.
it was the best.
I
It was
enjoyed that.
economical.
Yes.
Yes, and the best.
That used to be fun, and particularly when I worked at the World Relays, the first one in 2014.
Okay.
And we had a taste at there, and the staff there was really cool. I don't know if there's still people seeing there, but
The team, yes.
Yeah, they were
Our
great.
culinary team, fantastic. All right? So I'm going to say.
no, you see what happened was, right? What happened was, I got up really early, had an early breakfast, and was so busy, didn't have anything to eat, so I just run right across the road and grab something quick so I don't faint on y'all. Because I do, they are sponsored. That's why I go there. Yes. That's why I go there. KFC sponsored. Yes.
Yes. But I've been in since 2008.
Okay.
2008, and I joined. You didn't ask me, but I'm going to tell you.
Go ahead, please.
My professor, now Dr. Ruth Gardner.
Okay.
As a tourism student, she would have said to us, if you want to be a manager, you need to be an effective communicator and
Yes.
leader.
Yes.
And at that point in time, especially as an 18-year-old, I had no idea or understanding as to what exactly she was talking about.
Mm-hmm.
And so she said, we have a Toastmasters Club led by the tourism students right here. Visit. And most of the tourism students did visit. And at that point in time, only myself and maybe 3 other persons would have joined.
Okay.
But when we joined, we never left.
I got you.
And so it has been rewarding ever since then.
So you in 2 clubs?
No,
Okay.
I am unable to attend, or I'd rather be a member of what was the Tourism School's Toastmasters Club. I think it's been renamed after this time to Visionary. I have joined and I'm serving in the Pinewood Trendsetters Toastmasters Club.
Super. And this
Yes.
beautiful birthday girl, you're Ivanka?
Ivanka.
Ivanka, not the Trump name.
No,
Okay.
no. That's different now.
Ivanka?
Marian's off duty, eh? Yes, I'm Ivanka. How are you?
I'm most wonderful. How are you?
You guys see,
I can see that.
Huh?
I can see that.
That-
So how long you been a Toastmaster?
21 years, longer than I've been married.
Okay. so how long?
My Lord.
That's it. Don't try.
Shout out to my baby daddy, please.
That's what I said. Don't try nothing and let you know now he's a married woman, right? So 21 years.
Yes.
And so they say you're the boss. So you're the boss just because you take charge, or you're the boss with the position you hold?
I am the boss because I know how to serve my people.
Okay. So what position you hold in the Toastmasters?
I'm the Division F director.
So that makes you, yes. And you're at Pinewood.
That's my home club, my one and only.
So you're not like some people who in all kind of club, right?
Listen, that is because she has so much to give.
Yes.
And to share.
Yes.
And so therefore she must leave that legacy. And that's why she came on this panel, because she's representing Division, what is it? Incredible?
That's right.
That's what
Division I.
Yes.
Hi, guys.
This is an experience for me
Listen,
today.
you don't need to bring more than one person, you have her in the room. Okay,
Okay, I got you.
Yeah.
Yes,
So
vision.
this Masters month.
Actually.
Toastmasters,
This is how y'all carrying on the meeting every day?
You should come
No,
to our
this is
meetings.
chewing down, actually.
Oh, really?
You should definitely. People would be like, what in the world?
And this is
is
shout out to fuck.
It's not fun.
It's not Toastmasters!
Honestly.
How long has Toastmasters existed?
101 years.
They did their homework, people. 1924.
October 24th.
How long has it been in the Bahamas?
From
1969.
1969.
The
Okay.
We
first
playing
club was
trivia.
started in
We playing
1969.
with Ernest T. Strawn, who was the first girl. We doing trivia? What I win?
No, I guess I kind of learned something. You just educating
I was
me.
ready for the buzzer.
No, you just teaching me some things.
Club 1600 was actually the first club
Oh yes,
started
I know that much.
in the Bahamas.
I know that
And
much.
In Grand Bahama, the second club was Freeport Eagles. Club
Okay.
1425.
Okay.
So they were the first club in Grand Bahama and the second in the Bahamas.
So when was Division F formed?
2012.
Very new.
2012?
Somebody texts us.
No, you're correct.
Somebody texts us. Good afternoon. Let the ladies know they're using a lot of LOL.
Oh my gosh.
I don't know. That's is that a Toastmaster? Is that a Toastmaster thing?
It's an and thing.
Oh.
With
Oh yes, because you're supposed to be fluid and you're not supposed to be
No pause
and
fillers.
oh and on.
No,
Okay,
but
I got you.
that's one thing where sometimes I disagree. Toastmaster is not about being a perfect speaker.
Texter.
not about being
I'm
perfect.
gonna say this to the texter. I take in fault for that. That's a fact I yourself, you know.
No.
You
No.
rubbing off on us, eh?
Sorry,
So you're
Karen, I
rubbing off
hope so.
on me.
Do you know, effective communication does not mean that you always use standard English.
Yes.
It simply means that what you say, the other person is able to
Exactly.
clearly interpret
Exactly.
and then clearly respond.
Exactly.
So if in our vernacular we say, sweetie child, boo, all, here I am as a Toastmaster clearly articulating myself with you in our common tongue.
You
Because
did
that
know
is
you did notice when I
communication.
started. I said, you know, here and this, and because
We
I
sure
believe
did.
I believe in being comfortable, relaxed, and communicating well.
Exactly.
Everybody can understand.
Yes.
And sometimes when I use the broken English, my girlfriend would tell me, "You gotta talk proper. Don't row." But that's okay. That's who Pearly is. So what's going on? What are you doing to celebrate? I know you done do your church service. Oh, you've been to church, right?
Yes,
Because you
we
gotta
did.
go to church. You don't go to church, you ain't
Shout
real.
out to New Light Ministries.
Okay.
In Faith Gardens, Reverend Antonio Beckford is the pastor.
And you had a wonderful time there.
Listen.
Okay, and everybody came out. At least plenty people.
I think you had a positive contingent.
Super. Sound like something I should know, but we can talk about that later. What else is going on? So you have an event this Saturday?
Yes, it's called Fit for the Tea.
Fit for the T. Do you
Fit
know
for
what T
the
stands
T.
for?
I only know Toastmaster.
And that is exactly what it's for.
Okay.
We will have the gavel relays. We will have the hot air contest.
So this is just like this is an outdoor fun event, or
This
Outdoor
is
fun event for the
outdoor.
entire family.
Member, it says member and community workout at Goodman's Bay, 7 a.m. This Saturday, 7 a.m., we will have Fit for the Tea.
Rain
No-
or shine,
Yes.
join the line.
And it is not only for Toastmasters. That's why it says member and community. And
Okay.
it's free. So please come out and get moving.
I want to know what the gavel relay is. Tell me what that is about.
Instead of the baton, we have a gavel.
Okay,
so
okay.
When you run and you don't pass the baton, you pass the gavel, the next person.
Why you not asking the hot air contest?
Now get into that
Oh,
next.
sorry.
See, listen, hold on. I'm the host, okay? You wait for me to ask the questions here now.
I just gonna ask it.
See, these police women mouth hard, you know.
Thank you.
What the police is?
Thank you.
Huh?
Hold on, who put file in here?
Listen, I do my homework.
Why you
Anyway,
I
this
do my
is
homework.
his show. Stay focused.
And you didn't even bring your hand.
Sorry, sir.
Okay. So what is the hot dog?
Well, the hot air contest
Uh-huh.
is for those persons who are very long-winded. We want to see how best they can maximize those lungs by blowing up their balloons.
Okay.
And see who can be first to finish without popping.
Oh, okay.
Yes.
All right. Sounds like. What other events you got going on?
We
I mean, at the Fit for Tea.
So, okay, that's
You in
my-
charge of that,
but
eh?
Listen to me.
I hear you. I
We
listen.
have a workout. We have some self-defense exercises that are going to be there.
Okay.
As we have Sensei Willard.
Yes.
Mackenzie is going to be there. We also, yes, I should, you know what? If you want to know any more, come. I ain't give you all, no.
No, but see what you're trying to do. You're trying to encourage people
Build
to
that
come.
excitement.
If
Thank
they
you.
want to
We ain't that
come,
nosy.
no, if they want to come, they could come. I
Okay.
said rain or shine,
You can be there.
Join the line.
Okay.
I think too, though, it's important that we highlight that a lot of our events will be showcased on our Facebook pages as well.
Yes.
And what's
so
your
please
Facebook
follow
page
Division
name?
F.
Exactly.
Division F Facebook page. You can also contact me at epaul@toastmastersd47.org.
Let me ask this question.
Go ahead.
The Facebook page is called Division 1 or is it called Toastmasters? Give me the full correct name so people know where they're getting.
It's called
If you search for Toastmasters Division F.
Okay,
and
Toastmasters.
Toastmasters Division
Okay.
I.
Okay.
anything that says District 47, that's us.
Okay.
Let me tell you right now.
If it's not fun, it's not Toastmasters, Pearly. So you got some Toastmasters listening and texting in.
That's correct.
Okay.
But
Shout out to my 17 clubs in Division F,
There are 17 clubs in the Bahamas?
especially
No.
those on the family. No, Division F in my division.
So there are two. Let's be clear. The
Okay.
Bahamas is split into two divisions.
Okay.
We have Division I as well as Division F. Division I was at one point led by this lovely lady here, which is why when she shouts Division Incredible, that comes from her heart.
And how many clubs in that division?
Say
we have.
we have 40 clubs in the Bahamas.
40 Toastmaster clubs in the Bahamas?
So combining F and I.
Yes. We have
Wow.
40 Toastmasters clubs in the Bahamas.
Okay.
But as a part of District 47, we're also part of Southeast Florida. And so I think it's important that we highlight that this is an international organization.
Yes.
When you listen to me saying, anyway, too
Go
bad.
Don't worry,
connected
darling.
with the
You're
people.
good.
When you think about the Toastmasters program, it is not localized.
Okay.
We do have quite a number all around this country, not just in New Providence, as was mentioned by distinguished Toastmaster Barnum. We have clubs in Grand Bahama, in San Salvador, in Abaco. Yes, just like
Exuma, Andres, I'm representing Division
Exactly.
F. Thank you so much to my
Everywhere.
Family Island Club.
So let me ask this question. What about University of the Bahamas, high schools? Do you have clubs in that level as well?
So in the schools, we have gavel clubs.
Okay.
And we also offer to any school that's listening. The last time I went on a show and I spoke about a school, shout out to my Pacers. We love R&B. Call me
Okay,
baby.
right
Anyway,
back. Thank
She knows she okay, go ahead.
so we have.
We used to
offer
beat up
the
on them when I was
YLB
in school, though.
Pardon me?
We used to beat up on the Pacers
What year
when I
was
was
that?
We're focused.
Before
We're
you-
focused.
no,
We're focused.
It probably was
we
before
offer
you were
the
born.
Youth Leadership Program for our younger persons who are under the age of 18.
Okay.
Okay, and for those persons who are over the age of 18 and want to have intro to Toastmasters, we offer something that's called Speechcraft.
Okay.
So it's a concentrated version of the Toastmasters program.
So why should somebody join Toastmasters? What I mean, you've got Kiwanis, Rotary, all kind of other things. Why Toastmasters?
May I?
Yes, please.
I describe Toastmasters as the polishing cloth.
Okay.
People that say, "Oh, I could talk." Toastmasters programs. We don't just offer communication and leadership.
Okay.
I was making my notes here. When you're part of the Toastmasters program, and I'm going to note of it, project management skills, strategic planning, interpersonal relationships, conflict resolution. And when we do that communications and leadership, while you're learning and developing your leadership and communication styles, you're also learning the styles of those persons around you, which leading to that better interpersonal
Yeah.
relationships. And what Toastmasters does, I would say to you, like I said to a very elite Rotarian, I said, you're the Rotarian. You're going to beg, and you're going to ask $30,000. I said, when I add my Toastmaster skills to your voice, your ability to capture that audience, make that impact, really make that pitch, I say, you coming out of there with $100,000. That's what I bring to you as a Toastmaster. So I am the Toastmaster. I'm that polishing cloth. And
Okay.
the more I polish the Rotarians and the Kiwanians, all of those, what happens when you have that diamond? It's dull and it's
Yeah,
dusty.
yeah,
it's
yeah,
dark.
yeah, yeah.
But the more we polish you, you see that shine starts to come true.
Okay.
Everybody needs Toastmasters. They talking about us, and I'm. How many times do you listen to the politicians?
Every day.
The teachers.
Every day.
Even some of the radio announcers.
Every
and,
day.
I literally cringe. I'm like, oh my God. Toastmasters is for everyone. Anyone who communicates with another person, who interacts, can benefit from the power and the passion of this Toastmasters program.
I have a text here that says, shout out to Madam Division FDTM Ivanka Paul and DTM Verna Barnaby coming from Toastmaster Roscoe Strong. So y'all tell these people be on to y'all. No, we do.
They're your honored listeners.
Listen to me. I could say, and I let them get excited. But so for me, I've envisioned seeing like we have a national youth empowerment program.
Okay.
So I would like to see Toastmasters from the bottom. We don't want you just to call us or JA when it's time for the debate.
judge.
Let us integrate a component of Toastmasters into those young people.
Yes. Yeah.
From the beginning.
And maybe you have less fights. Maybe you have less fights in these schools. Eh?
I would love to see the Toastmasters program in the government department.
Yeah.
Because the good thing about it is Toastmasters is not just for the managers, the leaders. No. You can imagine a department where from the receptionist you come in and they've learned those that this is how you interact. This is how you communicate. So every facet you get the same, the hospitality, the yes ma'am, the listening skills. Okay. And that is the things that I would love to see for the Toastmasters program. So yeah, we're fun.
That makes lots of
and
sense.
yes, and not all of that. But the other part of it, that serious part, is what we have to offer to the entire Bahamas.
Okay. Somebody texts us, I understand that the Prime Minister of the Bahamas is a Toastmaster.
He is indeed.
Yes, he is.
As also the Deputy Prime Minister.
Hey, listen, it's so easy. I can lead this one. Lord. Next thing, the Trey write another letter on me. So I ain't saying.
Yes,
Good day. May I ask what a typical day look like for a beginner to helping with public speaking?
A typical day?
Well, I guess what is it what is a typical
when you join?
Yeah, what is
when
it?
you join? So I look at it from that perspective.
Okay.
When you join, we have things that are called tag. You become, for me, as a vice president of education, I meet with the member to find out what their educational goals are. What is your purpose for being here? What is your why? We like to say that in our program, but it's true. Your why. We have a program that we all work from called Pathways.
Okay.
Based on that, it helps you figure out what path you should go on. I think there's 6 paths.
Okay.
And based on those 6 paths, after you complete your assessment, once you join our program at large, then you come to me, somebody like me at least, your vice president of education, who will then walk you through what your first step will be.
Okay.
Now, your first speech will be your icebreaker. I've told all of my new members, and even those, your first speech, yes, is the icebreaker. And to me, it's the easiest. But it's also the most fearful for a lot of persons because when they come, they're afraid of speaking.
Yeah.
But an icebreaker is simply a 4 to 6 minute speech that speaks about you. You introduce yourself.
Wow.
That's it. We don't know you. Or maybe we do. But there's always something about someone that you even learn about yourself as you work through the online portal.
Okay.
Through the Toastmasters International website, which our very small fee, I really need to highlight that, a very small fee when you join, that gives you a treasure trove of resources. And so first speech is an icebreaker, but when you join the club, sometimes people feel more comfortable sitting down. But we have learned through research in the program is that the more or the sooner you join or you participate through the time prior, which would be timer, our counter, as our lovely person would have mentioned to you through the phone, or grammarian. And so these are what people consider to be small roles, but these are very effective for me because then it forces you to listen and provide clear feedback to persons. And in doing so, you have to present a report, which means that you're still standing up in front of persons and speaking. Everything that we do is for a purpose.
Okay.
And it's to hone the skills or bring out skills that persons have never even thought that they had. And it's to shed the fear. So as a new person, you can just join. You can either go to the T, make your presentation, or join the tag team.
Okay.
But either way, the Vice President of Education would always encourage you to just start.
Okay.
Just start.
And they also have a mentor assigned to them.
Yes.
Oh, they also have a mentor assigned to them.
Okay.
And so therefore that person assists them. Toastmasters is a self-paced, yes. So you're able to feed off of each other.
Okay.
And one thing that a mentor does is guide you. They don't put stipulations on you, say, well, do this. how would you like to go about doing this? You
Okay.
already have that plan in your head.
Okay.
So that's why Toastmasters is supercalifragilistic.
Expialidocious. Us older folks know that, right?
We know that too. Don't
Okay.
worry. We know.
What is a typical Toastmasters meeting?
Traditionally, we have a business session,
Mm-hmm.
which guests are obviously allowed to sit in.
Mm-hmm.
Thank you.
You're welcome. We have a business session that is run by the president.
Okay.
Traditionally by the president once the president is present.
Okay.
And then we go into what I call the meat of the meeting. All of us who have been vice president of education, that's the important part to all of us here.
Okay.
And all of us, I think 3 of us, have been VPEs who are sitting
Okay.
here.
Okay.
Which is why they're very excited. And so you have the educational session, which to me is the meat, where you have prepared speakers or prepared presenters.
Okay.
And then you have what we call an evaluation session.
Okay.
In that evaluation session of the educational session, that is where persons who would have participated, they receive immediate feedback.
Okay.
That's also the positive of this program.
So every week somebody speaks.
Yes.
Or people speak.
Yes.
So I mean, how do you decide?
They-
You give a word, you give a topic, and you.
No. Remember the path? Remember I said we have something called paths,
Pathways.
right?
Yeah.
Pathways. So during your path, when you work through it, it will tell you what your focus or what your objective
Okay.
is.
Okay.
And so it doesn't tell you, well, you focus on, we don't do politics, but let's just say the word or the focus is politics, but that's never it.
Okay.
So an objective would be for the first speech just to see whether or not you can write and you can actually write a speech,
Okay.
an introduction, body, and conclusion.
Okay.
And then the other would be, are you able to speak within, what is it? So you write a clear speech,
Uh-huh.
then you can get feedback. So you have to write another speech again, present it, receive an evaluation, and based on that evaluation, you update or you upgrade that speech that you gave last.
Okay.
Yes. And
You know
present it
what the
again.
topic is ahead of time, or not till you get to the meeting.
No. You know.
Oh, you pick your own topic.
Yes.
I don't know why somebody tell me that sometimes y'all would do an impromptu type thing.
That's table topics.
There you go,
Table
table. That's
topics.
exactly
Table
yes.
topics.
Yes.
Okay.
And when you're thinking about table topics, it's what Toastmasters is a lot behind the scenes. Think of the beauty contestants.
Yes. They should all be Toastmasters.
So no, even if not, but we assist with
You work with
providing
them?
training behind the scenes because
Okay.
you have to be prepared because
Wow.
when you go up there, they have no idea the questions that they're going to answer.
Oh, I know. I used to be married to Miss Bahama, so I know how that is.
So you get that
and I
training.
help her train about 5 or 6.
You get that
Queens
training
and
in
yeah.
table topics or
Yeah.
that extemporaneous speaking.
Yeah.
How to answer that question or how to pivot.
Yes.
What's your favorite color?
Yeah.
Blue is
Yeah.
the best. I do agree that blue is an excellent color, but personally, I prefer red. It's fire, it's power, it's good.
It's the color of
So you-
sock. I'm sorry.
Listen.
It's the color of the blood.
Yes. Somebody texted, I guess this Roscoe. The beauty of Toastmasters for me is the instant feedback at the end of every meeting.
Yes.
Okay, and then somebody else says, yeah, hey, Brother Pearlie and guests, excellent job in the Bahamian community by Toastmasters. I'm a public speaker for any occasion, and Lady Barnaby knows me from the trade union movement. Congratulations on building a better Bahamas. From the mayor of Grand Bahama, Mr. Rudolph Stubbs, 2025. Let's take our first break. I only supposed to talk to y'all for 10 minutes, but I having fun. You ain't getting nowhere. Let's take our first break. When we get back, we can talk a little more about Toastmasters. This is Pearlie
Yes.
on Guardian Radio and Talking Heads Thursday,
Excellent.
96.9 FM. Man, I having fun with these ladies. I can't let them go. We'll be right back.
Tough time, it made us something different, stretch the road. New something to see. Every state on the map, a different something to eat. Daps it up, everybody making the killing, man. Showing no feelings, walking off collective pay is the way of the world. Can't change it, so I guess I'm gonna pray for the world. Sometimes I ask myself, was I made for the world? I scream this to you, and I say.
Are you searching for something new? Something exciting? Your dream job in paradise? Well, look no further. Royal Beach Club Paradise Island is hiring. Join a dynamic group of passionate hospitality professionals, craft unforgettable moments, and thrive in a vibrant, welcoming atmosphere. Play your part in shaping the future of our team while growing your own career every day. Bring your energy, your passion, and your creativity to a workplace that's as dynamic and fun as you are. At Royal Beach Club Paradise Island, the opportunities don't just exist. They're limitless. So are you ready to find your perfect fit? Visit Royal Beach Club at paradiseisland.com/career today and step into a world of exciting possibilities.
Feeding the crew? Fueling the cravings? There's something for everyone with the new KFC Fill-Up Box, serving 6 juicy pieces of chicken, 4 buttery biscuits, crispy fries to share, and 12 premium original recipe KFC nuggets, all packed into one crave-worthy box. Not a crumb's gonna survive when the KFC box hits the table. So dig in and do whatever the crunch you want with the KFC Fill-Up Box, only at KFC. It's finger-licking good.
John Shoes and Accessories is your one-stop shop for all your footwear needs. You will find what you're looking for among the growing collection of classic and trendy styles with new arrivals every week. John's covers the whole family and has great prices, helpful and friendly customer service. Your experience shopping with us will be time well spent. Shop with us online at www.johnshoes.com. John's also now carries small home appliances. So come on into John's, located on Rosetta Street in Palmdale and Carmichael Road West. John's, we put fashion at your feet.
Cancer Treatment Centers of America is now City of Hope, creating one of the leading cancer care and research networks from coast to coast, providing more of what you need. More locations means more care closer to home. More specialists means more expertise. More research means more breakthroughs. More advancements means more treatment options. And more options means more hope. Learn more at cancercenter.com.
You're listening to Talking Heads with Naughty, hosted by Earl the Pearl. On Guardian Radio, 96.9 FM.
It's time for the buzz. What are you buzzing on? Brought to you by John's Shoes.
Don't matter no more, and they wonder why we act this way. Now big boys gon' be okay. All my life been poor, but it really don't matter no more, and they wonder why we act this way. Now big boys gon' be okay, okay.
Came in the game, plain you see, average man when the rest was ashamed to be. Nappy head and all, ain't no change in me. So rough it was, downright wrong, I tell you. Nobody never gave us nothing. The tough time, it made us something different. Stretch the road, knew something to see. Every state on the map, a different something to eat. Daps and handshakes, it meant nothing for real. Showing no feelings, walking off collective pay is the way of the world. Can't change it, so I guess I'm gonna pray for the world. Sometimes I ask myself, was I made for the world? I scream this to you, and I say to the world, nappy then, nappy now, nappy for a bit. Knee deep, head over heels in this country.
All my life been poor, but it really don't matter no more, and they wonder why we act this way. Now big boys gon' be okay.
I've been here all my life.
Everybody gets to know everybody.
Down home, good old-fashioned people. It's country. I like it. There's nothing better than that, man.
I just love Kentucky.
All my life been poor, but it really don't matter no more.
And welcome back to Talking Heads Thursday here on Guardian Radio. I had to dance a couple of minutes before we, then you got some nice ladies which you dance a little bit, show off, I see them pulling no dollar bills. No, not in here. They're too heavy. So, Toastmasters month in October. What are some of the other events that you guys, I know you have the fitness on Saturday. What else are you doing for the month to celebrate Toastmasters?
Okay, thank you so much for asking. We have an Eat to Learn that's going to be hosted by the district. That's going to be virtual. I proceed Tuesday, but on Thursday,
Next week Thursday,
next
today's
week Thursday,
okay.
yeah. So these are the things you said after
Yes.
the Fit for the Tea. So we're going to then go to Carnival over Paradise Island, where we will have our mix and mingle, get our fiesta on.
Sound like fun.
It should be. we will send.
So all the clubs will come together and just mix and mingle, get to know each other and
Indeed,
stuff like
yes.
that. Yeah.
This is where the networking happens because we do have some clubs that only meet virtually.
Okay.
Via Zoom.
Yeah.
And then we have some clubs that are just in person, and so therefore we want to marry both,
Okay.
platforms together.
Now we have a caller on the air. He wants to talk Toastmasters? No? Oh, okay. Now he want to talk something else. Tell him what I will do is I'll give him 505. We can talk that one call, okay? Thank you, Mr. Producer. I'm not depriving my ladies today.
Thank you.
All right, let's read. Who is electable to join? Who is electable to join, and at what age? What age can one join Toastmaster?
18 and older.
And how do I enroll in Toastmasters?
So definitely find yourself a club. Out of the 40 clubs that we have here in the Bahamas, I would say take the opportunity to explore. Like Toastmaster Sherman had mentioned, we have some clubs that meet virtually.
Uh-huh.
We have some clubs that meet physically. I would say take the opportunity to come out and experience it.
So how do I find out? How do I find out when the clubs meet?
.org. You can go on the Toastmasters.org website,
Okay.
and we have a button that says Find
Find
a
a
Club.
Okay.
Literally find a club.
So when you
Okay.
type in Nassau, Bahamas, it gives you a complete
List
listing of the entire club.
And where they're located.
Yes.
So you can know if it's close to home, close to work, what to do.
We have a club that meets on a Sunday.
Oh, really?
Leading Voices.
Obviously, they don't watch football.
Literally
You can't get me to come to the meeting. Between 12 noon and 12 midnight, don't mess with me. That's football.
Breakfast club, right?
Saturday morning.
Okay.
Breakfast club. That's
All right.
First breakfast club of the month. And Sunday. So because some
Yeah. No, people busy all week and you need, yeah.
So
no.
we have something, and so for every evening of the week.
So that club meets every day.
We have
At least one club. At least some club meets.
And
One club meets
anytime
every
and
day.
Anywhere in the world, there's a Toastmasters meeting going on.
Exactly. At 5:30, I'm doing general evaluated duties for a club in the Broward Club in Florida.
And at 6
And that was
o'clock
my
tonight,
next
I will
question.
be at Legalites Toastmasters Club,
Where do they meet?
virtually via Zoom.
Okay. So do you guys go off and visit clubs like in Florida? I know you said you were a part of the Las Vegas. Did you get a chance to go and visit them?
What happened is I was in Las Vegas at a conference, and
What happens
my
in Vegas
friends-
stays in Vegas, so don't talk.
Yeah, but they were
Okay.
mad at me because
All right.
I went and instead of me going to the casino to gamble my little money away,
Uh-huh.
I decided that I would find a Toastmasters club to visit.
That's
Listen,
awesome.
Oh, they throw so much shade at me.
Yeah.
But listen,
No, don't worry about that. The
I found a
Toastmasters were
club.
happy to have you there.
And guess what? The club was called Bachelors and Bachelorettes, and that was the criteria. You had to be single.
So how you getting there? Then? You know?
I'm single.
Oh, okay.
Very
Okay,
much
okay.
single.
All right.
But it was excellent, and I'm still in contact with them, and I thought at least two of the persons in there, they got married.
Yeah.
And then they had to leave and find another club. The lady, she eventually became the district director. But on the club, but they had to, and that was their rule: singles, bachelors, and bachelorettes.
So we know Madam Paul is Toastmaster Paul is married. Are you Sherman and Hasty? Are you married?
No.
You're married. So the question's for you then. You in a club as a married lady? How is your husband a Toastmaster?
He is not.
So how does that? I mean, and I asked my Kawanian friends this as well because my people is a Kawanian, so I asked them how do they deal with it? You around all them brothers and everything. How does that work? I mean, does he give you grief about being it, or he's very supportive? Because I mean, you're obviously if you're a division director, you're very busy.
Well, my husband is a military man.
Oh, defense force or police? Okay,
And he runs his house. He doesn't run around his house.
good man.
And so therefore, when he says something, I have to answer between 2 to 3 minutes, table topic. Right? Because at the end of that, he's going to ask, for clarity.
Uh-huh.
And then I have 5 to 7 minutes to
Okay.
make my point.
Okay.
After which he's going to give me an evaluation of whether or not what I said made sense. So he's a Toastmaster by heart.
Okay.
But I'm literally a Toastmasters. That's my life.
Okay. No, I asked that question because and Kawanians and as another club asked him how do you balance that? You have kids?
I do.
And I just asked, how do you balance, being a mother, a wife, a Toastmaster, and I know as a division director, is I know it has to be time taking on you. So it's interesting that you can balance it, and as well as what you do for a living, a military woman.
My goodness.
That's a lot of work.
Well, I learned to, listen more.
Okay.
And speak less, especially in the Paul's household.
and I guess being a Toastmaster, it helps you listen more and speak less and all that.
Yes, indeed.
Okay. Anything else you want to tell us about what's going on? What can people expect over the next month? And then encourage people to join. And, they can get on Toastmasters.org.
Yes.
Find a club if you're interested in joining.
Yes.
And go through the process and get into it.
Yes.
As a new member, this Pearly first day walking in a Toastmasters meeting, what do I expect? Or what can I expect?
I think every club is different.
Okay, well, let's talk about Pinewood.
Yes, Pinewood Trendsetters. Let's be specific.
Pinewood Trendsetters.
Yes, we set the trends.
Amen.
When you come to our club, you're greeted by an executive member.
Okay.
Traditionally, it's our sergeant at arms.
Okay.
He's there with the guest book. You're encouraged to write your name and your information so that we can connect with you after the session.
Okay.
When you come in, we also tend to have music. Because, of course, you want to set the tone
Yeah.
instead of you just walking into a quiet
Yeah,
room,
yeah,
right?
uh-huh.
And then when you come in, you're also greeted by, traditionally me, because I'm also there as the Vice President Education.
I gotcha.
And our President, Toastmaster Hasty,
Okay.
is usually there as well.
Okay.
And so we tend to go up to you, we'll greet you, we'll introduce ourselves, we'll ask you who you are, and welcome you to our club. We also have an agenda traditionally in the chairs. You can sit down and any chair. You can sit to the back or the front, no worries.
Okay.
And then another member or other guest will come in. You will then have a lot of excitement. It's just excitement.
Okay.
Why? Because at 7 o'clock, my sergeant at arms is going there.
Okay.
And he's starting on time. That's the time our meeting begins.
It's
And
7.
and he's also a military man.
Okay.
And so 7 o'clock, he's standing up there. Okay, guys.
So you say Sergeant Arms, y'all pay fine students.
Yes, we do.
Okay.
Thank you so much. How
Okay.
you know?
Hey, I
You
know. Yeah.
Exactly.
I know. I mean, like I said, I know. And then there's another Toastmaster, Shanette Ferguson, is a dear friend of mine. I can't remember which club she's at because I know she is in 1600, but I know Dwayne is one who got her into it because we all work
You
together.
and the 1600, we really need to
That's the only one I
expand.
know. That's what you're here for, to help me.
So a few of the clubs this Toastmaster month.
Find
You should
a
come
club.
and join us Saturday
Okay.
and meet a few.
Saturday might be a possibility, you know.
Look at that. Let's
Yeah,
get
think
fit for the
about it.
tea.
7 o'clock.
We're getting fit for the tea.
Does she-
Fit for the tea.
Let me read these.
Coffee, I don't want to hear it.
It got to be coffee. Let me read these texts. My daughter is 22. She tried to join Toastmasters, but it's clashed with a class at UB. How can she be a part? So I can let me see. I can answer. There are 40 clubs in the Bahamas. There's one that can fit in. There's some that meet on Saturdays, some that meets on Sunday. So that Tuesday, Wednesday. So there's a club that meets every day. So what you need to do is look at what your schedule is like. Go on Toastmasters.org,
you
press
go.
find a club,
There you
and
go.
see when they meet.
Yes.
And that'll best help you join.
Perfect.
See?
That's it right there.
That's soccer sweets learning quick. Here we go. Pearly, Toastmasters sounds like doing homework, like back in my school days, writing essays and speeches and letting the teachers, or in this case, other Toastmasters critique you. Like how teachers would take out their red pen and grade you. I don't want to do Toastmasters. Sounds like school all over again. No, it's not.
No, it's not.
See, let me help you out. Let me, I can let you rock. Let me rock. See, this how it works. You join in Toastmasters to be a better communicator. Yeah. So you're uplifting yourself. You're making yourself a better communicator, a better listener. So if you're a manager, if you want to move up the ranks, if you are part of a different type organizations, this helps with your communication skills. It helps you to promote yourself. It helps you to express yourself a whole lot better. So it's not homework. It's fun. And from what I understand, when you go to Toastmasters, it's nothing like school.
No.
It's a lot of fun.
Far from it.
DT and Barnaby,
I would
Go ahead.
just like to say a little something in response. I'm not going to call the good Toastmaster. Yes, we have already mentioned our connection that the Bahamas is a part of District 47, Southeast Florida, and the Bahamas. We mentioned
Yeah, they did say that. You ain't listening. You're supposed to be a Toastmaster. You ain't listening.
He missed that part. He missed that part.
He probably didn't
And
tune in yet.
But what we did not say, and I will say, yes, the current district director is
my boss.
A Bahamian.
Yes.
And you are,
and
yes, I would say yes. He is from 1600. He's also a part of the Advance
What's
Club
his
and
name?
Club 717.
Trendsetters.
He bad as me. His name is Distinguished Toastmaster Anson Manning. So he is the district director.
Wonderful.
Which is the
So he's in charge of the whole South Florida.
The District 47.
So District 47.
Southeast Florida and the Bahamas.
So just Florida and the Bahamas is District 47?
Southeast Florida. Southeast Florida.
So no other countries, not Jamaica,
No.
just the Bahamas. and
They have
Southeast
their
Florida.
own
districts.
Okay.
Yes.
Wonderful.
But yes, my good distinguished DTM. So I mentioned it again. I hope you heard it this time, and I added in the past about distinguished Toastmaster. Anson
And it is
Manning.
positive, just to close
Uh-huh.
on that, with him being our boss, he's a young Bahamian. I think that's positive to highlight.
That is fun. Yeah, that is great. And particularly seeing Bahamas getting more involved and leadership roles within the region
Yes.
is
Yes.
fantastic. And
Yes.
congratulations to that.
Yes.
Ladies, go ahead.
Hold on, I gotta give a shout out to one Frankie Camille because he's from Division now.
Oh.
yeah.
Yes.
These voices. Listen, y'all can afford not to show for your person.
Hold on.
Frankie Camille. You
Go ahead. You go ahead.
Go ahead. Your time running out, so you get it around with her.
Frankie
Get
Camille
it
made
in.
it all the way to the World Championship of Public Speaking, and I am so proud of what he did because he. Come back Saturday. Meet us on the beach, Goodman's Bay.
Goodman's Bay.
Yeah,
7 p.m.
Fit for the tea.
Fit for the tea.
Yes.
And then next week, Thursday, is your
Mix
toast.
and mingle.
So that only open to Toastmasters or
No.
or Pearly or Pearly.
Prospective Toastmasters.
Okay.
Anyone who wants to learn more about the program, they're also welcome to
And
come
if you want to be a Toastmaster, you go to toastmaster.org, find a club,
Yes.
and join.
Yes.
And also visit toastmastersd47.org. That will have all of the clubs and information from Southeast Florida and the Bahamas.
Listen, I get this voice and mashing me up here now. I'm surprised that Pearly hasn't joined Toastmaster after all these years, especially working in the radio industry and at ZNS and here at The Guardian
All your
and being a
business.
professional public speaker on the radio.
Wow.
Here's your application.
All your business.
Oh, man, and one last shout out to Toastmaster Pelicanos from Luminaries. Ladies,
Thank you so much for
our
having us
10
here.
minutes talking turned into a whole hour. But it was
Invite
fun.
us again.
That's why Toastmasters is so
You
fun.
are always welcome. If you have another big event coming up,
Yes.
reach out to MJ. She'll look it up, or reach out to us. There's no problem. I'd love to have you here.
Talking with you, sir.
All right, and I
Thank you
enjoyed
so much for
myself. It
having
was
us
wonderful,
here.
and I hope that our listeners got a better insight on what Toastmasters is all about, and would be interested in joining.
Thank you.
Toastmasters, man.
Take care, ladies.
Happy
Toastmasters,
Toastmasters, man.
Happy Toastmasters. This is Pearly for Guardian Radio 96.9 FM. We can take a news break, and when we get back, we can talk some sports. Guess what? Naughty Yankees got eliminated, and Pearly Dodgers got beat. We'll be back.
But it really don't matter no more. And they wonder why we act this way. And every room's gonna be okay.
Refined style with elegant taste, then fine threads is your place. If you want those slacks hemmed or just taking the waist, then fine threads is your place. If you wanna look suave and debonair everywhere you go, like you're supposed to be in a video, wanna step out and look great, then fine threads is your place. Refined style with elegant taste, then fine threads is your place. Is your place. Is your place.
Craving something bold, fresh, and unforgettable? Tropical Gyros is your flavor-packed escape, a Carib-Greek fusion born right here in Nassau. From juicy grilled salmon, chicken, and pork gyros to loaded bowls, fresh salads, wings, and more, there's something for every craving. Find Tropical Gyros at any of their locations, JFK Plaza, Rosetta Street, Port Lucaya Freeport, or their franchise spots on Prince Charles Drive, Soldier Road West, Delaport, and Carmichael Road. Tropical Gyros, not just good food, it's an experience.
This October, let's come together for hope, support.
It's the Sister Breast Cancer Support Group Dollar Day, happening Friday, October 17th from 7 a.m. to 10 a.m. right here on the grounds of the Nassau Guardian, Carter Street, Oaksville.
And the best part? With just $1, you can help make a difference in the fight against breast cancer. Every dollar counts towards awareness, education, and support for women battling this disease.
Come on out, drop $1 and stand with us for a cause that touches so many lives.
Join us on Friday, October 17th from 7 to 10 a.m. and let's turn every dollar into hope.
That's the Sister Breast Cancer Dollar Day, proudly sponsored by the Guardian Media Group, Star 106.5, and the Guardian Radio 96.9.
We a big deal when we
touch ground. Yeah, I can see what we're pulling up. Anything for the taste what we love. Barbecue, spicy and original, flavorful, crispy, irresistible. 3 piece with the fries and a Pepsi. Go get your one big deal, stop stress me. All when we dip on the toilet, no left feet. It's a big deal.
Anything for the taste of a juicy, crunchy, irresistible KFC, big deal. 3 pieces of delicious chicken, fries and Pepsi. KFC, it's finger licking good.
You're listening to Talking Heads with Naughty, hosted by Earl the Pearl. On Guardian Radio, 96.9 FM.
Talking Heads with Naughty is brought to you by Naughty Johnny's, City of Hope, Royal Caribbean Cruise Line, Fine Threads, John's Department Store, Tropical Gyros, Easy Car Sales, Burger King, Fidelity, Muffler World, and KFC.
Welcome back to our Talking Heads Thursday here on Guardian Radio. This is your boy Pearly. It's time to talk sports. I had fun this now. This because I really enjoyed having the ladies in there talking about Toastmasters. It gave me a better perspective on what Toastmasters is all about, so that's pretty cool. Sports. Yankees lost, Dodgers lost. Long night last night for me and Naughty. At least I still got one more game. Naughty tell me he need a new pastime. He got no more baseball to watch. But before we do all of that, before we do anything else, let's get right into today in sports history. Where's my stuff? Okay. Today is Thursday, October 9th, 2025. Today in sports history, in 1919, the Cincinnati Reds won the World Series. The win would be later tainted when 8 Chicago White Sox were charged with throwing the game. The incident became known as the Black Sox Scandal. In 1974, the Washington Capitals played their first NHL game. In 2000, Brett Hull of the Dallas Stars scored a 611th NHL goal. The goal allowed him to pass his father Bobby Hull on the all-time scoring list, bringing him to number 9. In 2001, prosecutors in Miami, Florida announced that they would seek a prison sentence if O.J. Simpson was convicted of his road rage trial. Jury selections began for the trial just after the announcement. And finally, in 2002, the L.A. Kings retired Wayne the GOAT Gretzky's number 99, the greatest hockey player of all time, Wayne Gretzky. And the sports quote of the day, half this game is 90% mental. Yogi Berra. half the game is 90%. Yogi always came up with these interesting quotes. But it was so good. That's today in sports history. Let's get right into the home front. And the Guardian GSSA volleyball season gets underway. The Marlins, the Rattlers win GSSA GSSA season opener. RF Bank and Trust sponsors Reloaded softball for young ladies. And BGF, Bahamas Golf Federation, names team for CGA 4-ball championship. And I see my good friend Ozzie Moore is on that team. Congratulations. I haven't played golf in such a long time. I don't think I make enough money to play golf anymore in the Bahamas. But I got my clubs. Still got my clubs. I got my shoes. Got my gloves. I just haven't played in a while. But I think this looking at that inspires me. I think I'm going to go out on the range and see if I still got it. I ain't good as these guys, but I had fun. And you know something with golf? Golf is an addicting sport. It is an addicting sport. When I was really, really into it, I'd find myself getting off from work 3 o'clock to go try and get a couple of holes in before dark falls. Every Saturday morning, me and my friends would be on the golf course. Try to sneak out on Sundays, if it's a holiday, on the golf course. It is addicting. And you would have a rough day. And you would be cussing, slamming your clubs down, mad. But you'll always have that one good swing, that one good hit. That you would do the perfect draw, or you would hit a 30-foot putt, and it makes you want to come back the next day. But it's a wonderful sport. For me, it was a very relaxing sport. It was a calming thing for me. and it's something I really, really need to get back into. And kids, Christmas gift, membership, yeah. So it's something, and I encourage people to get into it. And you see the kind of money Tiger Woods made. And golf, the Ryder Cup was quite interesting that other day. The Europeans beat the Americans, but it got away from what golf was about, particularly with the crowds heckling and carrying on. And then when they said when President Trump did, it kind of disrupted the game, and people got really rowdy. And Rory McIlroy, who is one of the greatest right now, ended up cursing out a fan and said he won't play in the tournament in the United States again. It kind of tarnished the Ryder Club because of the great golfers that played. The best in the world were there, and something like that hopefully won't happen again. But golf is wonderful. Golf is wonderful, really wonderful. And now, yesterday was a very interesting day in Major League Baseball. As you know, we're in the middle of what they call the division series. And it was interesting yesterday because, we talked to Naughty, and the Yankees were down 2-0. And then the day before that, they won, so made it a 2-1. And they brought their Schindler, the rookie pitcher, who did a fantastic job a couple of days before that. And they thought he would come back, but it wasn't to be. It was not to be. And yesterday, the Yankees lost. They lost 5-2 to the Toronto Blue Jays. So the Blue Jays move on to the National League Championship Series. Other sports yesterday, Chicago Cubs kept alive, beating the Brewers 4-3. That was a really good game. And then the Detroit Tigers came back and won 9-3 to tie up their series. So they have a game 5. That'll be interesting to see. And then, of course, Philadelphia jumped all over. We were holding them, but we just couldn't get any runs across. Kershaw came in as a reliever, had a good 7th inning, and then the 8th inning came around and they hit him all over the place. Hit a 3-run homer, put up 5 runs on him, and they beat the Dodgers 8-2. We made a little threat in the 9th inning, but it was too much. It was too much. So the Dodgers lost 8-2 yesterday. Yamamoto was not on point. He was not on point. And both the Yankees expected a great game from Schindler, and Schindler didn't have a good game. The Dodgers expected a great game from Yamamoto. He did not have it. The Phillies coach did a fantastic job on the Dodgers yesterday. I got to give him credit for that. And he did a fantastic job. So today, we've got 2 games. You got the Dodgers will be playing tonight at 6:08. So as soon as I get off, straight home. And we're going to be throwing tonight. One of our great, Tyler Glasgow, is going against Christopher Sanchez. So it's going to be interesting to see what goes on there. I think the Dodgers close it out tonight. I think the Phillies played for pride yesterday. And then after that, at 9 o'clock, the feature game, or the late game, will be the Milwaukee Brewers and Chicago Cubs. And the Brewers are throwing Freddie Peralta against Matthew Boyd. So that should be interesting to see. Caller, you on the air. How you doing?
Yes, Freddie.
What's up? Yes,
I had a sleepless night. But
I know. I was hoping you would call. I thought you was going to duck me today.
No,
what happened? Tell me what happened. What happened to your Yankees? What happened to your Yankees?
You must put that to rest. Cam Splitter had an excellent game.
Yes.
As a matter of fact, when he leave the mound, that inning should have been over. George Chisholm had let the ball play them. That's supposed to be a DP. Easy. Other than an inning first inning and keep the Blue Jays to 2 runs. It was a 2-run game. It was only a run game,
Yes, it
That's
was.
all it was.
Yeah.
George's error cost those 2 runs to score.
Yeah, but you can't get down on Jazz because Jazz is the one who Jazz kept you in the game.
That was the biggest mistake he made from he was playing baseball.
Yeah, but I mean, that's baseball and it happens. He give you a home run the night before. He give you a couple of great plays on the field, and that happens. That's part of the game. That's why I love baseball. It's part of the game. So
don't try to dismiss the kid.
No, I know the kid. No, he did. He did well.
Listen, the youngster pitched better than our 2 aces.
He sure did. He sure did.
He sure did. Against the Blue Jays.
He sure did. He sure did.
He pitched 7 good innings.
He sure did. He sure did. Listen.
Now, what you might be looking at is his strikeout ratio would be different, but the Blue Jays is the contact hitting team.
They are.
He minimized their contact in the sense that he kept everything apart from that home run. He kept everything within scope.
Yeah.
So he was able. Once you keep the opposition to 2 runs, you give your team a chance to win.
Yes.
And that's what he did.
Yes, he did.
All right?
But let me ask you this question. Let me ask you this question.
Right.
Do you bring Boone back next year, or do you fire Boone and find a new manager?
Boone.
Okay.
Really, I can be honest. He should be fired.
Okay.
He made too many bad decisions.
Is it? I mean, so are you judging this on? Are you judging this on him
not
having
only Boone, we can't even bring back. We can't bring back the shortstop. He should not be playing.
Volpe?
He don't even deserve to be on the bench.
What you mean, man? Come on, man. He had some good hits. He had some clutch hits for y'all earlier.
Listen, Freddie, man, stop this foolishness. If you 11 for 16 with 11 strikeouts. 11 strikeouts in the one and you just played 6 games. 11 strikeouts,
Listen, Shohei having a lousy series. Do you think I can get rid of Shohei?
Apart from Judge got the monkey off his back. He did he bat excellent, right?
Yeah, but what did he do yesterday? What did he do yesterday?
He said even last night he had a double and scored a second run, and he was on second base. We ended up loading the base in the ninth, and still ain't get one single run. So Judge do what he had to do.
Judgment 2 for 4 with 1 RBI and 1 strikeout.
Yeah, but he did. But he contributed.
Yeah,
what I'm saying is that yes, he had a strikeout, but what he contributed, he's the reason why we won game. The third game because he had that 3-run home run. No one in baseball has ever done turn on the inside pitch like that. No one. You look at the replay and that. No one that, not even Barry Bonds, no one that hit baseball has ever turned on an inside ball off the plate like that and put it in the seat. No one.
That's strength. He's really strong. He's really strong.
No, I'm trying to show you. So while he should get his criticism, he must also get what is due to him.
Okay.
He's one of baseball's greatest hitters.
So you're saying the Yankees should get on the free agency market and find themselves a shortstop, or are you talking about moving Jazz to shortstop?
The option is they can get a second baseman. But Jazz just made a critical error. Jazz is get too.
No. I'm asking to replace Volpe. Should it be Jazz or should you guys look out for a shortstop? There's be some shortstops in the free agency market this year.
We got someone who could play shortstop.
Who's that?
But he's a better hitter, right? He may not be a better defensive player because what we like to do is keep the left side of that infield on lock because our third baseman is one of the best in the league.
Yeah, but what he brings
a way to teach him how to hit.
Yeah, he brings, but the defense he plays on third base is second to none really right now.
Yes, I'm telling you, his defense is second to none in the league.
Yeah, I ain't know about that much.
All they have to do is work with him on his hitting, and see if we could bring him around with hitting. Because if he come from Colorado and you see he's hitting, so if we could bring him around and teach him how to hit,
okay,
then we complete on that side because. Ever since we got him, our left side has been airtight,
Yeah. So that's what I'm saying. Why you want to get rid of Volpe if your left side of the infield is really airtight?
Yeah, but what I'm saying is that the shortstop don't have no confidence in himself, okay? And Boone tried to cover him up by letting him make an attempt to bunt. Listen, man, the youngsters already being exposed. This is third year in the league, okay?
Okay.
They wouldn't even give. Like I said, yes, you got to take Dominguez got to be more like a spot guy, but they treat him like Dayton. He's only come out of the bench and hit a double.
Okay, all right.
Yeah, I pay attention to everything.
Yeah, I see that. Now I know you're a real Yankee fan, and I'm glad you called. So Yankees are out. What's that? So you're calling for a new shortstop. You're calling for a new manager. Is your Cole is who's the pitcher here? Cole, right? Who's out? Who's your ace? Who's out? Is that who it is, right?
Cole will be back next year.
All right,
Tommy John said
he's not going to be that effective till probably later on in the season, though.
Right? No, he's not. He's not going to start till about midway in the season.
Okay.
In the year.
Okay.
Yeah.
So what's the scuttle? What's the scuttle about? Anything else?
You have Cole. You got Freeze. And you got Rodon.
And you get Shitler.
Basically, three Dynamite. And then you have the youngster will be our fourth pitcher coming up. So the Yankees will be better from a pitching standpoint.
From a starting lineup.
Fundamentally strong on some places. We gotta bring back Cody Bellinger. I don't care what they say he did. The Yankees gotta bring him back.
Oh, he's only on a 1-year contract.
Yeah, the guy won't be there, you know.
No, I'm asking you. He's only on a 1-year contract right now.
Yeah, I think it was only a 1-year contract.
Okay.
They got to bring him back.
Yeah, that makes sense. I mean, he's solidified. Him and Grisham and Judge solidified your outfield. I think it's a pretty solid outfield.
Yeah, but Grisham choking this.
Yeah, but you're gonna have. That's baseball. You're gonna have times with certain players like right now. Shohei Ohtani's having a horrible National League Division Series. Horrible. All right, he's not been hitting the ball. I mean, he had a couple of hits, but he's not the full Shohei Ohtani we've seen. I'm hoping he breaks out tonight and show some rebounding tonight. But Mookie Betts has had a great playoffs run. But you have that. So Grissom having a bad time. He can make up for it next year.
Have to play Game 5 back in Philly.
This is not over tonight, man.
You don't want to do that. You want to win tonight.
We need to win tonight, and you don't want because you not only did that, you let the Cubs and Milwaukee beat up on each other while you rest.
Yeah, like I said, but in any case though, you always before the end of your series at home, if you have an opportunity, I'm supposed to go back on the road.
Yes, you don't want to go back on the road, even though you took two from them there.
You had a disadvantage because what happened? You might be leading by 2 runs in the ninth, but the fella still got an opportunity at the bottom of the ninth.
Exactly. So you make sure you win it at home, so you don't have to worry about anything that can happen in the next series.
And this only going 5, right?
Yeah, this goes 5. That's 3 out of 5. Yeah.
So therefore, you need to get that. You need to do that now.
Well, hopefully by 8 o'clock tonight it'll be over. The Dodgers will be the National League Division and move on to the Championship Series. So we'll see.
Yeah, I gonna watch. When y'all starting?
6:08 p.m.
I go watch.
So as I leave out of here, I will be heading straight home and tuning in and sitting back and getting my libations and everything together and watching me some baseball.
Yeah. I hope for your sake that y'all win tonight, boy. You don't want a Game 5 in Philly. Trust me.
I think we'll be all right. I think the Dodgers will be all right. I'm pretty comfortable with what to expect, and I think we should be fine.
So who y'all pitching tonight?
Glasnow pitching tonight.
So you feel good with him?
No, I'm comfortable. I was a little concerned with him not getting any innings in, but he pitched the other night. It wasn't the best job, but he got his arm loose a little bit, so I think he'll be ready for tonight. And I think he'll give us what he's been giving us pretty much all season.
Yeah, but see, your manager is much better than Boone. He's make some bad decisions too. Listen, Linda, listen. You just happen to be up in your series.
No, he I didn't question why he put Kershaw in for a second inning. And I understand what he was trying to do, but he still had, he still had some things he could have done. Training came in and did all right, did fine. If you can bring him in, was it a high leverage situation? He brought him in, so he pitched well. So I double question on why he kept Kershaw in for 2 innings when he should have let him pitch just 1 inning like he did with Bando and he did with the others.
That's exactly what I was about to tell you. Why use him for 2 innings? Just get that 1 inning out of him and bring somebody else in.
Yeah.
That's why I tell you him and Boone is think alike.
Yeah.
They stretch things when they don't need to stretch it.
But and so that I question that, and I don't know, the Dodgers woes in the 8th inning has not been great.
I trust that they may try to get rid of Phillies tonight, but
we need that, and I think it will happen. All right.
Because in a Game 5, anything can happen,
Yeah, but I just wanted to throw this in here. I was reading an article in the Dodgers app, and they say don't be surprised if Cody Bellinger be back in LA next year.
I doubt it.
and then the Dodgers spent a lot of money on Tanner Scott, and Tanner Scott will not even be in the playoffs. He's got some lower injuries, and he's been one big disappointment.
Like I said, he wanted to be a Yankee. He talk about you don't see his interview.
No, and guess what? His wife lives in New York. He's married to a Bahamian. So in case people don't know that, he's married to a Bahamian. She lives in New York. He loves New York, and I understand I would want to stay in New York. My family's there. I understand that. To go all the way out to the West Coast with my family in New York is tough. I understand that.
Yeah, he want to relax now, man. Be in the Big Apple.
Yeah.
Yeah, man, we link up.
All right, take care. Nice to hear from you. Thank you so much. Thank you so much for that. You know, you question Davy Roberts and you question some of the calls that he has made, and as well as how you question Boone and some of the decisions he's made. But the point is, both those managers got their teams to the World Series last year. Davy Roberts has gotten the Dodgers to 12 playoffs, 9 of the last 10. Or wherever he's been there, he's been in the playoffs just about every except one. He's given us 2 World Series titles. You know, so you question some of the decisions he made, but he's made some good ones to win. And last year, credit where credit is. Last year, the brother did an awesome job of managing with all those injuries the Dodgers had to win that World Series. So I got to ride with him until the wheels fall off. We're going to take our first break now. This is Pearly on Guardian Radio, 96.9 FM. It's a Talking Heads Thursday. When we get back, we'll talk a little bit of football and get into our picks. We'll be right back.
What happens when your faves team up? You get an original Asiago Bacon Club. Enjoy the iconic taste of KFC's 11 herbs and spices with a bite into KFC's original recipe chicken filet layered with Asiago cheese, crisp lettuce, tomato, bacon, our signature ranch, all on a golden brioche bun. KFC's original Asiago Bacon Club is made fresh, made right, available only at KFC. It's finger licking good.
Cancer Treatment Centers of America is now City of Hope, creating one of the leading cancer care and research networks from coast to coast, providing more of what you need. More locations means more care closer to home. More specialists means more expertise. More research means more breakthroughs. More advancements means more treatment options. And more options means more. Learn more at cancercenter.com.
Don't wait for a storm to arrive. Stock up on hurricane supplies, make home repairs, purchase a generator, and more this hurricane season with a Fidelity personal loan. Make that move today. Call 356-7764.
Fidelity, we're good for you.
The technicians at Muffler World on Mackey Street and Robinson Road can do a lot of things to make your car perform better. Like make sure the wheels are properly aligned, and that your brakes actually work, and that your car is using the correct oil and in fact has oil. Those same techs can replace your entire exhaust system. Check out Muffler World for the top of the line Walker muffler. Now if you want your ride to sound rude, Muffler World can help you there too with a system by Flowmaster. Muffler World, Mackey Street and Robinson Road. Mufflers and a whole lot more.
Craving something bold, fresh, and unforgettable? Tropical Gyros is your flavor-packed escape, a Carib-Greek fusion born right here in Nassau. From juicy grilled salmon, chicken, and pork gyros to loaded bowls, fresh salads, wings, and more. There's something for every craving. Find Tropical Gyros at any of their locations, JFK Plaza, Rosetta Street, Port Lucaya Freeport, or their franchise spots on Prince Charles Drive, Soldier Road West, Delaport, and Carmichael Road. Tropical Gyros, not just good food, it's an experience.
You're listening to Talking Heads with Naughty, hosted by Earl the Pearl, on Guardian Radio, 96.9 FM.
And welcome back to Talking Heads Thursday here on Guardian Radio 96.9 FM. Boy, the other day, I gotta say it right because I on radio can't say what I really want to say. LeBron James said he was making a second decision. The world was so convinced that this brother was retiring to the point that when he announced that he was the Hennessy representative, a fan is suing him because the guy spent $800 and some on 2 tickets thinking he was seeing LeBron James' last game. and he didn't retire. So he's suing him for all kind of things, for fault, for fraud, and for lying and all that stuff. But it gets even better now. Gets even better. It gets even better. Los Angeles Lakers star LeBron James will miss the team's 2025-2026 season opener against the Golden State Warriors. James is dealing with sciatica on his right side and will be reevaluated in approximately 3 to 4 weeks. The team announced Thursday per Dan. Why don't you just retire, brother? You're too injured. You're old. I mean, listen to me. For basketball, you're old. You need to retire. You need to go home and enjoy and watch Bronny and Bryce them play and spend time with your wife. And this don't make sense. You're going to be out 4 weeks. So that means you're out for the whole month of November. You don't get back till, come on, man. And while you don't play a whole lot of games the first month, it's still a long time. You know? Ah, boy. They said he had nerve, it was initially revealed that James is dealing with nerve irritation in his glute. He did not play in the Lakers' 2 preseason games. Lakers head coach J.J. Redick told reporters Thursday that James is on his own timeline amid his recovery. The Lakers revealed that the James injury at the end of September, and ESPN's Dave McMahon reported that the team plans to be overly cautious through training camp and preseason. So they were going to, baby him. Now he's out for 3 to 4 weeks, which probably is 5 to 6 weeks. So he probably won't come back until December, till Christmas. Oh, boy. Oh, Lord. So let's look up what the Lakers going to look like now that LeBron James is not there, So the point guards will be Luka Doncic, Gabe Vincent, and Marcus Smart. The shooting guards will be Austin Reeves, Dalton Knecht, and Bronny James. Small forward would be Hachimura, Jake Lavario, and Adu Tiaro. And the power forward would be Jared Vanderbilt and Maxi Kibler. And the centers, Behemoth DeAndre Ayton, Jackson Hayes, and Christian Koloko. So that's the Lakers. That's what they're going to open the season with. That's who they're going to have. So I don't know. For you Boston Celtic fans, your former great Paul Pierce was arrested for a DUI. That's driving while intoxicated. Driving under the influence, they call it. Basketball Hall of Fame Paul Pierce was arrested on suspicion of misdemeanor driving under the influence of alcohol in Los Angeles late Tuesday evening per California Highway Patrol. Pierce was found sleeping at the wheel of his Range Rover in the traffic lanes. He fell asleep at the red light. So, boy. Okay, what else going on out there? Let's see what else is going on there. Like I said, this game tonight for the Dodgers is very important. All right. Marcus Smart should be playing some preseason games. All right. He's been with his Achilles injuries and little tightness in his Achilles, so they're going to take it slow with him as well. The Dolphins, they got him. They got a couple of weeks to make some decisions on what they're going to do. And they're talking about the tough decision with Jalen Phillips. When the trade deadlines come around, they're not publicly saying that they will or will not trade Jalen Phillips, but that doesn't stop the speculation. People are speculating that he's going to be traded. People saying he may not. Mind you, let me say this. The way the Dolphins go in, it's cheaper to get rid of. Jalen Phillips has not been effective. He has not been effective. Cheaper you pull off and trade 1 or 2 players. Well, you can't trade Tyreek Hill anymore because he's injured. So that nobody's going to trade for him. Definitely they will not touch Waddle. Waddle's the future of the team. Washington and H.R. the future of the teams. So you got the Lakers going to have about, the Dolphins, will have about 9 or 10 picks next year. They got a first, second, 2 thirds, 2 fourths, 5th, 6th, and a 7. 9 picks they got. All right. The fourth the fourth would be a conditional because they lost Holland, so they get a 4th round pick for him. They got a supplementary pick that will happen at the end of the 4th round. So they got a 1st round pick, 2nd round pick, 2 3rd round picks. That's based on the trade they made. 2 3rd round picks with Ramsey. 2 3rd round picks, 2 4th round picks. All right, 5th, 6th, and a 7th pick. So they got 9 picks next year. if I was Miami, I'll trade Phillips because you didn't get picks for him. Pick up another maybe third or fourth round pick. What is he worth? Before I even run on with that, what is he worth? He may not be worth. He may be worth like a seventh, as far as I know. So they talk about trading in Miami, blah blah blah. Then they talk about his energy. Then they're not going to trade him unless they get the perfect compensation in return. So they're not going to just trade him for trading him's sake. And they want a third round pick for him, so they're going to hold out for at least a third round pick, hoping for a second maybe. He is a talented player. He's just not been effective for us this year. So if the Phillips left the Dolphins after the season, he would most likely earn them a third round compensatory pick. So if they're going to trade him, they probably can trade for that because all right. They allowed Christian Wilkins to leave in free agency. His pick would have provided them a third round pick, but because he was injured and all that, they didn't get a fourth. They didn't get a fourth because he didn't play. It's based on if you trade him, say, to a team, depends on how many games he plays. That determines whether a third or fourth round pick. But Christian Wilkinson, he got hurt, so they didn't get the third round. They only get the fourth round pick. So you got to wait to see what goes on there. Rumor has it that McDaniels will be fired within another. If they lose this weekend. And then the next weekend, you might still use the words Delia because he will be gone. He'll be 1-4 right now. You lose this week, then you'll end up being 1-5. You got the Chargers at home. You done not favorites in that game, so you're not looking good. So you got the Chargers then. Then right after the Chargers, you get the Browns, which is a winnable game. The Falcons a winnable game. Then you get the Ravens. Then you go back to the Bills, the Commanders. So these are all losses. You beat the Saints, the Jets, the Steelers. So it isn't looking good for the Dolphins. It is not looking good at all for the Dolphins. So I would just go ahead and make some trades, get some picks, get maybe end up with 10 or 11, 12 picks, and try to get some really good players. Now, my concern with that is you have an abundance of picks, and then Chris Greer is picking. No, got to get rid of him as well. You need to bring yourself in the general manager who's going to do some proper, in my opinion, a better job of evaluating the college players. And you got to get some beasts in there, some thugs in there, some guys who are gonna be more physical than anything else, some guys who are gonna give you a really rough time on there, because Dolphins are too soft. Oh, that defense is soft. Oh, anyway, I digress. I finish. So tonight is a big game tonight for the Denver Broncos more so than the 0-5 New York Jets. The Jets pretty much a little worse than the Dolphins. The Broncos are 3-2. They need this win. They need to keep on the pace that they're on right now. They beat the Eagles Sunday. They beat the Bengals. So they had lost. They had won their first game, lost 2, so they were 1-2. So they beat the Bengals. They beat 2-2, and they beat the Eagles. So they got the Jets. They can't let the Jets slip through because you had the Jets. You get the Giants, and then you get the Cowboys. All right, so they're wins that they need to get before they get to the Houston Texans. So Denver's in a position now to go on a run. So this is a big win that they need today. I don't see the Jets giving them much of a problem. I think I get the Broncos defense in one league because they should be able to shut the Jets down pretty good. If you got the Jets as your defensive team, get rid of them right now because they're not going to help you. So the Broncos are 6.5-point favorites. I am going to go with the Broncos and the points. I think they're going to beat the Jets by more than a touchdown. I think their defense is going to stifle the Jets, and I think their offense will be good enough to give them the points. Bo Nix needs to get his act together. He's going to get there eventually. So I like the Broncos over the Jets today. And I like my Dodgers bouncing back and closing out the Philadelphia Phillies tonight, 3-1 and move on to the National League Championship Series. There you have it. It's been a great day with you. I had super fun with the Toastmasters. So happy to have you here with me. Ladies, Lauren, Verna, Ivanka, and Siobhan. Thank you so much for joining me. Thank you for the texts. Thank you for listening, everybody. Thank you for the call, Mr. Yankee. And we'll talk Yankees with you in April. Take care. This has been Pearly on Guardian Radio 96.9 FM and Talking Heads Thursday. Please be safe out there.
try to rest, but roll with the best. For all your printing needs, there ain't no one better, no. For posters and banners, magazines and flyers, for window decals, greeting cards and newsletters. No job too big and there's no job too small. We can print it, just give us a call. Let Print Masters bring your masterpiece to life.
Located in the Nassau Guardian Building, telephone 302-2361.
Your solution for rising gas prices and expensive car maintenance has landed. Brand new 2026 electric vehicles from BYD have arrived at Easy Car Sales. Imagine no more gas and major savings on maintenance. Test drive a BYD EV today and save thousands with the car that redefines driving. Visit easy242.com for our 3 locations, in-house financing, and more. Easy Car Sales, the only authorized BYD dealer and warranty provider in the Bahamas.
Everything is bigger and better at Burger King Nassau. When you have a big appetite, BK has a royal deal for you. Get a flame grilled double Big King Jr. or an original chicken sandwich plus 4 chicken nuggets, small fries, a drink, and a fresh baked cookie for only $9.95, including that. The royal deal was built for a big appetite, and at $9.95, including that, it's a steal of a deal. Go big and enjoy the BK flavors you love with the $9.95 royal deal at Burger King Nassau.
John Shoes and Accessories is your one-stop shop for all your footwear needs. You will find what you're looking for among the growing collection of classic and trendy styles with new arrivals every week. John's covers the whole family and has great prices, helpful and friendly customer service. Your experience shopping with us will be time well spent. Shop with us online at www.johnshoes.com. John's also now carries small home appliances, so come on into John's, located on Rosetta Street in Palmdale and Carmichael Road West. John's, we put fashion at your feet.
You're listening to Talking Heads with Naughty, hosted by Earl the Pearl. On Guardian Radio, 96.9 FM.
Back to the Stephen A. Smith Show on Mad Dog Sports Radio.
20 minutes past hour number 2, back here on the Stephen A. Smith Show, Sirius XM, Mad Dog Sports Radio. It is my honor and privilege to have the commissioner of Major League Baseball on with me right now, the one and only Mr. Rob Manfred. Good afternoon, sir. How you doing? How's everything going?
I'm just great, Stephen. How are you?
Man, I'm wonderful. And listen, I wanted to have you on the show so badly because I wanted to take a moment to compliment you. I mean, I'm just thinking, I looked it up again to make sure that I had everything right with these rule changes, the pitch clock timer, the shift restrictions, the bigger bases, the pickoff limits, the replay expansion, so many different things that have come to the fold. And I'm loving baseball more than I have in a long time. I just can't say enough about what I'm seeing in Major League Baseball with more athleticism, more excitement than ever before. How are you feeling about the state of the game?
Look, I feel great about the state of the game. I've been at all parks watching playoff games. I feel like there's real momentum around the game. I think the way we're playing the game on the field is much more entertaining. And if you ask me to pick one word, I'm going to steal one that you just used, to tell you the truth. The athleticism in the game, I find to be a huge improvement in terms of the way the game's being played.
So many of these rules came about over the last couple of years. Was that what you were anticipating? Was that the aim, to make sure that, you got marvelous athletes that play baseball and we weren't seeing enough of it, and you wanted to make sure that change took place? Was that your goal?
That was part of the mindset, Stephen. Certainly, we feel like we were blessed and have been blessed kind of on a continuing basis with a great infusion of talent, really, really kind of generational talent players. And, everybody says Ohtani first when you talk about it, but it's not just Ohtani. It's a whole generation of players. And we thought if we could get the rules right, that it would put us in a better position to showcase the athleticism of the people that are coming into the game and produce a better product for our fans.
You know, so many times we've looked at a team and you look like a New York Yankees team, and it's a big market, of course, and they ended up losing last night. Don't get me started with that. I'm still depressed. I'm still depressed about it. I'm going to be depressed for a while anyway. But I want to know what your reaction was when you saw them lose the last night. It's a big market team like them, eliminated so early in the postseason. We know they're a huge ratings draw. How does a commissioner feel when that happens?
You know, look, I try to be, obviously, teams like the Yankees and the Dodgers in our big markets are good for business. You know, when they go deep in the playoffs, everybody understands that, you know, they drive your ratings, they drive your business. Having said that, I personally try to stay in the frame of mind that the sport is about competitive balance over the long haul. And it's good for the game when we have different teams that go deep in the playoffs, number one. And number two, you can't deny that there's a lot of exciting things about the Toronto Blue Jays. I mean, you know, starting with Vladimir Guerrero Jr., but, you know, the whole team, they play the game the right way. They got some real superstar athletes, George Springer, that are important to our game. And, you know, I think it's a good thing that Toronto's going on.
When a small market team, let's say like the Brewers, you know, like if they win, is that proof that the system works, or is it proof that they're the exception?
Yeah, I think it's really the latter. And, you know, in some ways, the issues with the system, Stephen, are more about the perception of the fans. And the fact that, you know, Milwaukee, just pick a team, happens to win in a year, it doesn't alter the fact that the large market clubs get into the playoffs and go further in the playoffs, you know, year in and year out. And it really is about, does the fan perceive that their team in a smaller market has a realistic opportunity to compete?
What kind of feedback have you been getting from the fans? Because I know you travel a lot, you go to a lot of games. If they see you, if your baseball fans see you, they know who you are. You don't want to make no mistake about it. They're going to know who the commissioner of their sport is. What kind of reaction, what kind of feedback do you get from the fans in terms of what they've been seeing from the sport over the last year or two?
You know, the feedback from fans has been wildly positive. When I say I sense momentum in the game, it's from being around in the ballpark. And, you know, people making the kind of comments that you made at the top of the show about how important the changes have been to the game, how exciting the game is because of the great talent we have in it right now. And that's the momentum that I feel. Look, the other strain that you do get from people, depending on the market you're in, is, you know, the system needs to be more fair.
Talking to Major League Baseball Commissioner Rob Manfred, been at the helm since January of 2015, still going strong, getting strong as far as I'm concerned. We're talking to him right here on the Stephen A. Smith Show, Sirius XM, Mad Dog Sports Radio. Former MLB Commissioner Bud Selig said recently that the Brewers' success doesn't mask baseball's deeper economic problems, that the financial gap between the large and small market clubs is still a very, very real thing. Do you agree with that assessment?
I do. I agree with it because I'm hearing it from our fans. You know, again, it gets back to the issue of perception. You know, our sport is really, more than any other sport, dependent on live attendance. And a lot of that attendance gets determined during the off season when consumers are making a decision, fans are making a decision about whether or not to buy season tickets. And it's really important, regardless of whether a particular small market team does well in a year, it's really important for us that fans in all of our markets, regardless of size, have a feeling that their team has a chance to compete.
So what specific steps can MLB take to sort of narrow that divide beyond revenue sharing? What can you do?
Look, I think that this is an issue that's going to have to get resolved at the bargaining table with the MLBPA. You know, we have another year on our contract, and, you know, we're going to try to reach out early to the MLBPA, start having conversations, make them aware of our concerns, and hopefully engage in a collaborative, creative process to get at this issue.
You know the Dodgers, I mean, when we think about the Dodgers are still alive, obviously got a 2-1 lead over the Philadelphia Phillies in this play. I would ask you what's the most exciting series, but I don't want to put you on the spot like that. I can't put the commissioner on the spot like that. So we're going to go with all of them. We're going to go with all of them when it comes to you, all right? I'm going to save you that. But their payroll being multiple times that of clubs like Milwaukee or Tampa Bay, that's a reality. So in this year, 2025, is competitive balance more about money? Is it more about management? Or is it more about market size in your estimation?
Look, I think it's always a combination of money and management. You know, some teams that spend a lot of money don't play that well. I mean, you know, that is a reality, that management is an important piece of the puzzle. You know, market size is a funny thing, you know, defining exactly what the market of our teams are. You know, we have teams in cities, you know, we think about Boston as a big market club. And, you know, obviously they do have, you know, significant financial resources. But the demographics of Boston very different than New York or L.A.
You know, some voices get into the media, the pundits out there, not, you know, Mad Dog Russo and others. Not that he said this specifically, but you have some of them arguing that certain rules changes, that is, have made the game a bit more robotic and less nuanced. I don't agree with that. I want to know, how do you feel about that? Do you agree with that assessment?
I really don't. And I think more important than whether I agree with it, you know, everything we've done in terms of rule changes has been based on fundamental research with our fans. And when I say fans, I mean all types of fans: avid fans, casual fans, young fans, old fans. And overwhelmingly, they have been positive about the rule changing. There's not, you know, somebody somewhere who doesn't like the runner on second base in extra innings. There certainly are those people, but the vast majority of our fans have been supportive of the changes we made because we listened to them when we developed them.
What change did you specifically? I mean, you're allowed to be a fan. I know you're a commissioner, but you're allowed to be a fan, Rob Manfred. You're allowed to be a fan. What change specifically do you enjoy the most? You've enjoyed seeing implemented and executed that's made the game more enjoyable in your eyes?
Yeah, me personally, while I see the clock kind of as the most important to the game, the one that I have enjoyed the most is the combination of the larger bases and the limited pickoff attempts. I think bringing the running game back into baseball has kind of spread throughout the game. There's a lot more athleticism. It's not just stolen bases. It's altered the kind of defenders you need in the field. And that focus on athleticism is really important. I mean, at the end of the day, you know, we talk about sports and we talk about games, but the fact of the matter is people want to see athleticism. It's about the athletes at the end of the day.
The automated ball strike system, that challenge system, is slated for 2026. That's slated for next season.
Right.
What have you learned from this year's testing, spring training, minor leagues, possibly all-star? What concerns remain?
Well, you know, it's really interesting. I am very positive about the automated strike zone. I think that we got some great player input over the last couple of years that helped us make what I think was a good decision between, you know, using the automated system for every pitch and going to the challenge system. I think the players made some great points about the fact that, you know, framing by a catcher and, you know, the defensive skills necessary in terms of, you know, doing that framing are an important aspect to the game that we shouldn't write out of the game. And I do think that the challenge system is consistent with what we've always said about replay. We're not going to get every single thing right, even with replay, but we should have an opportunity to fix a miss in a high leverage situation. And I think that's going to be a real improvement for the game.
Before I close out with you here, watching these playoffs unfold, I mean, has anything stood out to you in terms of what you've thoroughly enjoyed seeing? There's a palpable level of excitement, entertainment. It's all there. You see the Dodgers and the Phillies going up against one another. We see the Brewers and the Cubs. We see the Mariners, Detroit. We see all of this, right? My Yankees, again, unfortunately gone. I don't want to express my frustration to you about their pitching right now. I'm very upset about it. But in the end, it's still been a great postseason. Right. What stood out in your mind?
Well, honestly, some of the numbers have been phenomenal. I mean, the wild card round on ESPN was up 64%. On the division series, we're going to have our highest ratings in 10 years. That's a long time to go back. Particularly given how the media landscape has changed. And, people talk about, well, gee, you're going to have a team from Canada. The Yankee Toronto series averaged 6.7 million viewers in the U.S. and Canada. And that's a great showing for us. And again, it is an emphasis on the internationalization of the sport. It's not just a U.S. sport. So, I've taken a lot of pride in those numbers. And I feel great for the game that it's producing those kinds of numbers.
Do you feel like any more changes are going to need to be implemented in the near future other than what we just talked about with ABS? Because I got to be honest with you.